The village of Shereford in our benefice, in the northwest corner of our benefice, is perhaps the smallest village in terms of population we have in the benefice, only about 25 residents, I believe. The church is off the beaten track, but all the better for that. It's well worth a visit. It's one of those places, one of those locations where you feel as if you are really stepping back in time, although it's only less than a couple of miles out of Fakenham. It is a beautiful, timeless place. The birds are singing. The building itself is incredibly ancient. We're talking about 1,000 years plus. It has one of those wonderful Norfolk features, which is a speciality of Norfolk churches, over 100 of them, the round tower, made all or mostly of flint, with a few conglomerate stones as well. There weren't the kind of local quarries that would enable corners of a tower to be built, and so we have round towers in Norfolk, more in Norfolk of this kind of age than anywhere else, I believe, in the world. And Shereford is one of those special 100 or so churches with a round tower. It tells you it's about 1,000 years old, built maybe a little bit before the Norman conquest, some would say a little bit after the Norman conquest, but certainly 11th century, possibly 10th century. And on this side of the church, the south side that catches the sun, there has been described as a gallery of windows running along the nave wall and the chancel wall, windows of all different shapes and sizes, illustrating different little bits of ancient churches' architectural history. And if you know what you're looking for, you'll find this quite interesting. There's a particularly tiny one coming out in the sun there, which is thought to be of Saxon origin, and you can see some Saxon origin stonework near the ground on this south side of the nave wall. If you walk round to the other side of the church, you'll find evidence that there used to be a north aisle there. You can see where pillars once were, which are now part of the north wall. And on the outside, an interesting, fascinating little telltale feature, a priest's hand basin, or piscina as it's known, in what would have been a north aisle chapel, perhaps a lady chapel. And it still sits there in the wall on the outside now, although it would once have been on the inside. This church, dedicated to St. Nicholas, is open to visitors every day. You're very welcome to come. If you know what you're looking for, it's a lovely spot, and there is a rumour, a local legend if you like, from the recent years that one of our most notable visitors to this church was Prince Charles, perhaps when he was staying not too far away at Sandringham, and somebody must have tipped him off. I say, Charles, if you want to look at an interesting, beautiful, lovely church, go to Sherford and you'll be drawn into its history, its elegant simplicity. A church where services are still held, and the atmosphere at those early morning services with the lights streaming in, those big, beautiful, south-facing windows, the atmosphere can be quite magical. And because of its dainty size, the acoustics for a bit of hymn singing are lovely too.